Be me. 25th English teacher at a suburban middle school, sitting in the faculty lounge on a Tuesday morning. November weather outside is cold and depressing. 3 other teachers with me. All women. Linda teaches math. Jen teaches science. Amber does history. We always grab coffee here before first period, complain about students, talk about our lives, mostly talk about dating. Today, everyone is particularly annoyed. Linda starts it off. She leans back in her chair, sighs dramatically. You know what drives me crazy? Dating is completely broken now. Jen nods, sips her coffee. Completely broken. Amber jumps in. When is the last time any of us had a real date? Like an actual proper date, not some half-hearted drinks thing. I think about it. It has been a while, longer than I want to admit. Months, actually. I go to bars with friends. I go to the gym. I am out there. Yet nothing. Same Jen says. I was at the grocery store last weekend. Wore my nice outfit. Did my hair. Literally 0 men even looked at me. Linda shakes her head. Men are terrified now. They see a woman who has her life together, and they just freeze up. Amber agrees immediately. Or they are all just addicted to those stupid apps. Nobody knows how to have a conversation anymore. I am nodding along. Yes, exactly. Men need to step up, make an effort, talk to women in real life. The bell rings soon, but we keep talking, dissecting what is wrong with modern dating, or, more specifically, what is wrong with modern men. Linda pulls out her phone, starts showing us her Bumble matches. This guy has nothing in his bio. This one just says, "Hey, beautiful." This one is shirtless in every photo. We all agree. The options are terrible. That is when I notice the table across from us. 4 male teachers, sitting in the corner by the window. David teaches gym. Mark is in the science department. Kevin does English like me. And there is another guy I do not know well. Maybe a substitute. They are all dressed normal. Jeans, sweaters, hoodies, average-looking guys. Nothing special. They have not looked over here once, Linda mutters. She glances their way. Not even a single glance. I look at them more closely now. They are deep in conversation, completely ignoring us. Which is strange. 4 women right here. And they do not even care. Then I start to actually listen to what they are saying. 11 months, man. 11 months on these apps. It is David talking. He has his phone out, showing something to Mark. I got maybe 8 matches total. 8 in 11 months. Mark leans over, looks at the screen, shakes his head. Dude, that is still better than me. I got 4 matches this year. 4. David looks genuinely shocked. 4 in a whole year. Yeah, Mark says, and 3 of them never responded to my message. I glance at my friends. Jen is listening too, eyes wide. We all tune in now. Kevin jumps into the conversation. I quit the apps entirely. They just make me feel like garbage. Last month I actually tried approaching a woman at a coffee shop, in person. Thought maybe that would work better. Mark grimaces. How did that go? She looked at me like I was a serial killer. I was not even being creepy. Just asked if the seat next to her was taken. She said it was, even though it clearly was not. The substitute guy speaks up. Quietly. I have not been on a date in 2 years. 2 years. Honestly, I think I am just going to be single forever. It is what it is. There is a long silence at their table. Nobody laughs. Nobody makes a joke. Just quiet acceptance. Something shifts in my chest. Not quite sympathy, more like discomfort. Amber clearly feels different. She leans back, speaks just loud enough for them to hear. Maybe if they actually made an effort instead of whining. I see Kevin freeze, His hand stops midair, reaching for his coffee. His eyes flick toward us, then away immediately. Their entire table goes silent. Then Mark clears his throat. So did anyone catch the game last night? They are quieter now. The mood has shifted. They know we heard, and they know we were talking about them. Linda leans in toward us, lowers her voice slightly. That is exactly the problem. They sit there complaining, but they are not doing anything about it. Jen agrees. Right. If you want a girlfriend, put yourself out there. Do not just feel sorry for yourself. Amber gets animated. Men have become so passive. They expect everything to just happen. Expect women to do all the work now. We spend the next 10 minutes on this. How men used to pursue women. How they used to make an effort. And now they just sit around swiping on apps, complaining when nothing works. Meanwhile, women like us, we are right here, available, looking good, and being completely ignored. The bell rings again. Warning bell. 5 minutes until first. Period. I glance at the guys' table one more time. They are packing up their stuff, not talking much anymore. Kevin still has not made eye contact with us, not once since Amber said that. Good, I think. Maybe he needed to hear it. We all grab our bags, head toward the door. Linda turns to us. Same time tomorrow. Obviously, I say. I walk to my classroom, pull out my phone on the way, open Hinge, scroll through my matches. 4 new ones since yesterday. One guy has a fish in every photo. Another has a blank bio. Third one seems okay. But his opener is just, hey. The fourth is too old. I close the app without responding. It is not that I am picky. I just have standards. If men actually approached in person, maybe I would not need this app. I get to my classroom. Students start filing in. I am still thinking about those guys in the lounge, their defeated faces, their pathetic statistics. But mostly, I am thinking about how men need to do better. They need to try harder. Stop complaining. Actually make an effort. Class starts. I teach Lord of the Flies. Talk about civilization breaking down. The students are half asleep. I check my phone during lunch. Scroll Instagram. See a post from a friend. She is engaged. The ring looks expensive. Good for her, I think. But also, when is it my turn? I have been single for a year and a half now. It is not fair. By Wednesday, I am still thinking about it. I cannot let it go. During my planning period, I go to the lounge again. Kevin is there, sitting alone, grading papers. I do not usually talk to him much. But today, I walk over. Hey, can I ask you something? He looks up. Sure, what is up? I sit down across from him. So, I overheard your conversation the other day. About dating. Is it really that hard for you guys? Kevin looks uncomfortable. He sets down his pen. Yeah, it is pretty rough. I mean, you said you got like 4 matches. That seems low, but maybe you are just not trying hard enough. Kevin laughs, but it is not a happy laugh. Emma, I have been on 3 different apps for over a year. I swipe every day. I have sent hundreds of likes. 4 matches is what I got, and none of them went anywhere. That does not make sense. I get matches all the time. Exactly, he says. You are a woman. It is completely different. That is not fair to say. It is just true. Women get matches. Men do not. Unless you are in the top 10% of attractiveness, you get almost nothing. That sounds like incel logic, Kevin sighs. It is not incel logic. It is just reality. There are actual studies on this. The top 20% of men get 80% of the matches. The rest of us are invisible. I feel defensive now. But you could approach women in person. I do. Or I did. It never works. Maybe you are doing it wrong. Maybe. Or maybe women do not like being approached. That is not true. I would love to be approached. Kevin looks at me. Really? When is the last time you approached a man? I blink. What? When is the last time you walked up to a guy and started a conversation? Tried to get his number? That is different. Why? Because women do not do that. Exactly. So why should men? Because that is how it works. Kevin shakes his head. You see the double standard, right? You want men to approach you, but you will never approach a man yourself. And if we do approach, you might reject us harshly, or call us creepy, or make a comment loud enough for us to hear about how we are not trying. I feel my face getting hot. I was not talking about you specifically. You were talking about all of us. We all heard it. Okay? Well, maybe you should try harder. Kevin looks tired now. Emma, I go out twice a week. I am on multiple apps. I have hobbies. I go to the gym. I have tried everything. For most men, if we do not approach, we stay single forever. And if we do approach, we get rejected 90% of the time. So what do you want us to do? I do not know what to say. I stand up. I should get back to my classroom. Kevin nods, turns back to his papers. I walk out feeling strange, uncomfortable, frustrated, but also something else. Guilt, maybe. I do not like it. That night, I text my sister Claire. We video chat. She is 28, lives across the country, works in marketing. So, are you seeing anyone, I ask? She laughs. No, still single. Same. Do guys ever approach you? Claire thinks about it. Not really. Maybe once, every few months. And usually it is some weirdo. Yeah, same. I pause. Do you ever approach guys? God, no, Claire says immediately. That is terrifying. I would never. Yeah, me neither. We talk about other stuff. But my mind keeps wandering. The next day I do something weird. I watch. I pay attention to everything happening around me. At school. At the grocery store after work. At the coffee shop where I grade papers. Everywhere. I watch to see who approaches who. Grocery store. I see a guy walk up to a woman in the cereal aisle. She immediately puts her headphones back in, turns away. He walks off, looking embarrassed. Coffee shop. A guy smiles at a woman at the counter. She does not smile back. Just orders her drink. School hallway during passing period. I see Mark talking to Jen. She is polite but clearly uninterested. He walks away after 30 seconds. I realize I have never seen a woman approach a man. Not once. Not in real life. Not in a meaningful way. Friday comes. I am at a bar with Linda and Amber. Jen could not make it. We are sitting at a high-top table, drinking wine, talking about the usual stuff. Work, weekend plans, dating. A guy approaches our table, mid-30s, decent-looking. Smiles at me. Hey, I am Jordan. Hi, I say. I am Emma. Can I buy you a drink? I look at him. He seems nice enough. Not my type, though. Too clean-cut. Probably boring. I am good, thanks. He nods, smiles awkwardly, walks away. Linda leans in. He was cute. Eh? Not really my vibe. Amber laughs. You are so picky. I have standards. We keep drinking. Half an hour later, another guy approaches. Younger this time. Maybe 26. He tries talking to Amber. She is polite but dismissive. He leaves after 2 minutes. Why are guys so awkward? Amber says. They just do not know how to talk to women anymore. I watch the guy walk back to his friends. He looks defeated. They are probably telling him it is okay. That she was not interested. That it happens. I wonder how many times he has done that. Approached a woman. Tried to start a conversation. Been dismissed. I feel something uncomfortable again. That guilt. I do not like it. I order another drink. When I get home, I open Hinge again. Scroll through matches. 12 new likes. 3 matches. Tons of options. None of them interesting. I think about Kevin. 4 matches in a year. I got 3 tonight, alone. I close the app. Saturday morning, I am at the gym. I see a guy on the treadmill next to me. He glances over, smiles slightly. I do not smile back. Just keep running. He does not say anything. Neither do I. After my workout, I sit in my car. I think about approaching him, just walking up, saying hi, asking his name. The idea makes my stomach turn. Absolute terror. What if he says no? What if he laughs? What if he thinks I am desperate? I could never. I start my car and drive home. Sunday, I meet Linda for brunch. Different place this time. She is already talking when I sit down. I matched with this guy on Bumble. He seemed great. Good job. Tall. Funny bio. I messaged him. He never responded. Like, what is the point of matching if you are not going to talk? I nod along, but I am only half listening. I am watching the tables around us. 2 guys at the bar, sitting alone, scrolling their phones, probably swiping, probably getting nothing. A guy at a table near the window, eating by himself, reading a book, completely invisible. I wonder when the last time someone approached him was. Probably never. Emma Linda says, "Are you even listening?" Yeah, sorry. Just tired. We finish brunch. I go home, sit on my couch, open my laptop. I do not know why, but I search dating app statistics. What I find makes me uncomfortable. The average man gets 1 match per month. The average woman gets over 50. Men send 10 times as many messages. Women respond to less than 20%. I close my laptop. This does not change anything. Dating is hard for everyone. We all struggle, just in different ways. Mine is quality. Theirs is quantity. Both are valid. I tell myself this, over and over, but it does not feel true. Monday, I see Kevin again in the lounge. I almost avoid him, but I do not. I sit down next to him. "Hey," I say. He looks up. "Hey, I was thinking about what you said, about approaching and rejection." "Okay. Is it really that bad?" Kevin looks at me for a long moment. Then he nods. "Yeah, it is. I have been rejected probably 40 times in my life. Every single time, it hurts. But I kept doing it because that is the only option. Approach or stay alone forever. I sit with that. 40 times. I have never been rejected. Not once. Because I have never approached anyone. I have never had to risk anything." Kevin goes back to his coffee. I just sit there, thinking. I do not like this feeling, this realization, that maybe men are not just lazy, maybe they are tired. Tired of rejection, tired of being invisible, tired of doing all the work and getting nothing in return. But I still do not know what to do with that information. It is not my job to fix it. I did not create this system. I just exist in it. And honestly, I think men still need to do better. They need to keep trying, keep approaching. Because if they do not, how will I ever meet anyone? I stand up, grab my bag, head to class, and I try very hard not to think about it anymore. Try to convince myself that I am right, that this is not my problem. But deep down, in a place I do not want to look, I know I am lying to myself. I know the system is broken, and I know I benefit from it, while men like Kevin suffer. But I am not ready to admit that. Not yet. Maybe not ever.